This is Mad Knicks here, giving you raw, authentic recap of the Knicks game today. We ain't even gonna waste y'all time, man. Let's just get right to it, man. It's a rough game today, man. Overall, I'm almost certain they went to Nobu last night. I mean, you can't tell me otherwise, man. They had to have went out to South Beach. It was Saturday night. They came out slow today, man. It was just like, from the beginning of this game, you kind of knew, like, it was just like, I don't know about this, man. It didn't feel right. Not a trap game, but, because we should have beat this team, for sure. So it can be like one, but, oh boy, but let's just get right into it, man. First half, Jalen Brunson was cooking. He was cooking, man. There's no doubt about that. He was cooking. As I said, Jalen Brunson, man, he starts off the year kind of slow. So, you got to kind of give him a little bit of grace. But today, Jalen Brunson was the least of our problems, especially on the offensive side. There were certain defensive lapses that, Jalen Brunson goes through. But nevertheless, he was pretty good all game today. Mikal Bridges. Oh, my God. Mikal Bridges is getting back to being gun shy. And we cannot have that, man. If we're going to be the team that we're supposed to be, the expectations are what they are for us, we need him, man. And he's just gun shy, man. He's electing to not even shoot the shot. Sometimes he's not even looking at the rim. He's doing this thing that I wanted to wait to say in the second half that he did, but he's driving and kicking. And that's cool sometimes, but you got to look at the rim, sir. I mean, you got to be a threat to score. That gravity thing, yes, it works for them, but they're only gonna slide in and double team you if they are thinking that you're gonna attempt the shot. And he's just not attempting. He's not. I remember before, they're talking about, he was he was a mainstay at the free throw line, and he attacks the rim, and since Mikal Bridges has been here, he has not attacked the rim. I mean, like, he doesn't climb no one's chest. He's not running through no one. He definitely doesn't dunk on nobody. That Cade Cunningham one was good, but Jesus, man. I mean, he can't be unsure, man. We need him to. The fadeaway shots is cool. I understand you want to channel Rip Hamilton. That's great, but we need you to actually go and attack the rim, be aggressive. Look, they're doubling Brunson at the end of the shot clock. It's a continuous thing. They're going to keep doing that. They wait until it's 5 seconds, then they double Brunson. Brunson has to show that he could pass out of that, or that he's either going to make quick decisions, or if it gets down to that shot clock, he's actually going to chuck up the shot, which is not optimal, but hey, whatever. But he needs to be passing out of that. I got it in here as well, but the pick and roll, the Brunson pick and roll with Cat is just non-existent. I mean, it just hasn't happened yet. I don't know if it ever will. It has not made its debut with the Knicks, and it hasn't been a mainstay. If it has made a debut, we just don't want to find Cat for some reason. We just don't find Cat. We got to figure that out. Kolek confidence is growing, man. I like Tyler's confidence is growing. He missed a lot of shots today, so granted, but we all missed a lot of shots today, so it ain't just him, but his confidence is growing. You can tell. Clyde even mentioned it. His confidence is, I said it in the last recap, he's definitely getting there, and, Clyde mentioned, or Mike Breen mentioned, he thanked Campaign for that, which, Campaign doesn't lack confidence, but that's a kind of a, little of a weird little shout out, a little mentor wise Campaign, but for the confidence part, I guess you can take that from Campaign for sure. I do not want us to be like Boston. Last year's Boston team. Look at what happened last year, but they just kept shooting threes, and it didn't work, and we capitalized on that. I get it. We want to shoot more threes. There's other ways to score points, man. There's other ways to score points. And I know Brunson is probably excluding Brunson because he does take it to the rack. Here and there, he's a more shooter now, but he does have his fadeaway in the, in the paint, and he does do paint. But like everyone else is just like 3-point shots or nothing, 3-point shots or nothing, 3-point shots or nothing, and the occasional drive. Or Cat with the occasional hook shot here and there. We need to be a little bit more eclectic with the scoring output. And it can't just be 3-point shots. We got to figure that part out. There's easy baskets to beat out there. And that's another thing that I want to get at. What happened to the transition and stuff? What happened to the pace? Pace what? It's been non-existent, the pace. Like, I mean, that's why we're shooting so much threes. I'm sorry about that. I got to, get this out the way. But, we have no paces. We're not running. There's no... I mean, we're a half-court team. We're last year's team. We're a Tibbs team with, I guess, some sprinkle of Mike Brown in it. But we're just doing half-court sets, and that's not going to work, man. It's not going to work, especially when the shots are not falling. So, I mean, but nevertheless, we just do not want to be like Boston from last year. We don't want to be a 3-point shooter die team. We got to do other shit. Sorry, other things. Pardon my French. And it is, I said, a 3-point shot, man. We were 6 for 28 in the first half. It's just not going to cut it, man. And then a lot of those shots were good shots. They weren't bad shots. We was just missing, and I get it. That happens on some of those nights, but, I mean, it's early still, so you got to kind of, like, again, give grace, but, unfortunate. Second half, we were 7 minutes in the penalty already in that third quarter. 7 minutes left. Mike Brown talks about this playing defense without fouling. Well, I guess that didn't apply to us today. We was fouling. Now, some of the calls the refs was calling them, it was weird because the first half it was a little bit more aggressive and they wasn't calling, they was letting it slide. But then the second half, they started to be a little bit more ticky-tack. It's a weird officiating game today, but hey, it is what it is. It happens. Jalen Brunson continued to cook. Jalen Brunson was cooking, man. All game long he was cooking. We was missing Deuce, man. We was missing Deuce. You would think we have more than enough players to not miss Deuce. You got Mikal, you got OG who could score, you got Cat, you got Jalen who's cooking, Josh, Jordan Clarkson, Yabusele, oh my God. But nevertheless, these are players who you would believe that we have more than enough to get past a Heat team that we should have smoked them. But, hey, we were missing Deuce output, man, for sure. His on-board, this point of attack defense, those open threes, we was missing Deuce, for sure. I said this last recap, Mike Brown and the way that I get it. You want to hold people for the long haul. As far as Brunson sitting down and Cat sitting down. But Miami was on a run and Brunson was on the bench. We need him in there. We could not score for a good 5-6 minutes straight. We could not buy a basket. You gotta put Brunson in there. He was the only hot hand. You can't wait. We can't think about sitting players or giving them rest in game 3 because we're thinking about the playoffs. We gotta advance first. I believe we are going to, but you can't think that far in advance, brother. Put him in the game. It's only game 3. Mike Brown, the way he's doing these lineups, and I get what he's trying to do. I guess kind of the anti-Tibbs in a way, but it's early in the season. Put him in the game, man. We need him, man, because we could not buy a basket. But as I said, it's early, so I'm kind of like whatever. But it's like not whatever. Like I'm hoping this guy is gonna learn and understand the urgency of what this is, the magnitude of what this is. But hey, it is what it is. Couldn't buy a shot. We already covered that. Mikal Bridges kicking it too much. We already went through that. And Cat. I have right here in my notes, I have Cat ? We're just not finding him, man. There are moments he's open, and I get it. Cat just want to shoot the 3, and it's just like, brother, we need you to do something else besides that. But you guys got to find him, man. You got to find him, man. That pick and roll has just not happened. Excuse me. I thought this coach was going to figure out the pick and roll. I thought that was the whole reasoning for his offensive genius and why we're going to get Tibbs out of there, because he has ignored that. But we just have not done nothing with the Brunson Cat pick and roll. It's so much meat on the bone with that one. Pause. And then even and still, finding Cat in the post. I mean, like, those are points out there that's missing. And he's being a good soldier, but we need way more aggression from him. But we need to be looking for him. And that's all players. That's not just Brunson. Everybody needs to be looking for Cat, man. Man. This loss was just like, it's early on. It is what it is. You can't win them all. I guess we ain't going to go 82-0, but it's just, we really could have won today's game. I mean, it's the Heat. They're not really all that. I mean, and look, we almost came back at the end, even though I kind of already figured we was going to lose, but we almost came back nevertheless. It's just, I don't know. We got to get it together, man. We got to get it together. A guy on Twitter, I watched on Twitter, he said, we've played like crap throughout the whole 3 games now. 3, because you got to include this game. And we're still 2-1, and he's right. We haven't put a good brand of basketball 4 quarters straight of good basketball just yet. And especially offensively. Our defense is way ahead of our offense. And I mean, I know that's tough to say because we got cooked today. But our defense overall is ahead of our offense. So I'm looking, for the next game, I forget who we playing. Milwaukee? I'm hoping that we can get something. I know it's going to take a while. I get it. The patience is going to take a while. We're learning something new. But there are certain things that we can correct now. The transition running. You guys, it feels like the team's in quicksand. Like it's like we're like in mud or something. Like we just don't want to run. Tibbs had that issue last year. It's persistent this year. We just don't want to run sometimes. I mean, we just want to fall to that half-court set thing. And it's just like once you start doing that, it becomes a Brunson show. Or a Cat 3. Or a contested 3 from somebody. I mean, so that's all I got, man. I ain't got nothing else, man, so I'll be recapping Milwaukee's game. I'm hoping I'm going to see better from this team. I mean, I said it's not all doom and gloom, but it's just like, I kind of still wanted to be undefeated a little bit. Like, I still wanted it, but hey, it is what it is. Mad Knicks here, giving you the quick recap, trying to get you guys up out of here. I'm going to get up out of here, man, and peace out.